Hello, my wonderful Leos. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently in a no contact situation. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle and we can clarify the existing energies with tarot. Okay. Okay, guys, so the card that we have here is Ship, and it reads Cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression and arriving. Okay. Okay, so off the bat here, Leo, I definitely feel like there's going to be some sort of a full circle moment for you. So even if it's not directly with this person that you're not speaking to, it could be like a crucial moment in your healing journey, or there's because I'm being drawn to the word arriving out of all words in the card there. So it's almost like you are, reaching a destination, or you're finally reaching a point where you're able to completely cut ties with someone or detach or respond differently. Maybe there's something here that you were very reactive to in the past and you feel like it doesn't impact you as deeply in the now here. But it does read cutting ties and moving on. So this is kind of giving me the energy of the Eight of Cups in tarot, understanding maybe what's not working in this connection, or feeling like you are not satisfied and choosing to cut ties here. Receive what you need. Yeah, there may be some sort of closure. Let's see. So we have the Four of Swords, okay, and the King of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, possibly an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Someone is thinking of you, and there could even be some like an energy of like sleepless nights or feeling very sleep deprived. Something to do with like sleep is coming up here. But I also feel like this may be someone who's like a business owner, or kind of like shifting their focus to work or their finances. There could be some sort of issues pertaining to their stability that they're working on. Let's see here. How is this person viewing you? As if a chapter is ending, or something like a cycle is closing out. It almost seems to me that someone could be viewing you as you are leaving, or you have made a very clear decision that you are not coming back around, even if it is someone that you have history with, or you've given this person countless chances in the past. There's something that feels very real this time around, if you will. They also feel like there's an energy of them viewing you as someone that they still feel the same about. Like they may feel like their emotions have not changed. They're still kind of processing how they feel, whether it's hurt, whether it's, defeat here, but they're also acknowledging that they still feel very deeply towards you. There's like a fixed energy associated with this card. So I do feel like they're having a hard time detaching from maybe what was, or accepting, the current reality. It's like maybe deriving some sort of comfort from the past with you. But initially what I was getting is they're viewing you as someone who's just, moving on and not looking back, possibly even at the point of no return here. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords in the challenge position. Someone who wants to reach out to you or speak to you, but they don't feel like they would receive a response. So the way that they're viewing you is Leo is done with me completely, or done with the situation completely. So even though with the Eight of Wands, they're wanting to reach out, first and foremost, there's a block in communication here. But secondly, with that Queen of Swords energy, it's like they feel they're not going to receive a response from you. So it's almost like they feel what they're thinking about doing is pointless because it's not going to solve anything. It's not going to result in you wanting to open communication with them. I'm not saying that it's the truth, but this is what this person feels challenged by, which means this is their perspective or how they're feeling. So for some of you, you could have made it very clear that you no longer want to speak to this person, or this is just something that they're assuming based off of the energy that you're exuding, right? So they want to speak to you, but they highly or strongly doubt that you're going to respond to them. Some of you may even have this person blocked or you changed your number. Hmm. And they feel like, you may have taken a while to make a decision, but once you made the decision, it's like something about it feels very finalized. How are you viewing them? Hmm. Nine of Wands. And I did say you could have this person blocked. You are viewing this person as someone that you feel you want to protect your energy from. It's like you're protecting your energy from when it comes to this person. You don't trust them. You feel very guarded. There may even be something in particular that is causing you to feel defensive or triggered when it comes to this individual. So if this is not about you having them blocked, like I said, it's about you saying, you know what, I don't want to invest in this situation, or I don't want to open up to this person. This may be someone that you felt very safe and secure around in the past, but there's definitely something that transpired here because the way that you're viewing them is, I do not trust you and I do not trust opening up to you. It's almost like this energetic fence that you have when it comes to this person. And even when it comes to, conversations of the past, you could have set, sorry, very clear boundaries with this individual, which could be the reason why they're viewing you as someone who doesn't want to speak to them or someone who's not going to respond. So we have the Eight of Swords in your feelings, okay? And we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so this is a very specific message, but what I see here, Leo, is some of you feel very stressed out or you're still mentally impacted by this situation because you don't feel happy in the current moment. Now, I hope I'm explaining this correctly. Like, what I'm seeing is you feel like you've made the right decision. But because you're stressed or because you're feeling the aftermath of it, like the pain or heartbreak, right? Because sometimes the right thing to do doesn't feel good to do, right? It's almost like, I don't want to say you're questioning your decisions, but the emotions that you're feeling is causing you to backtrack or at least feel stuck on this person a little bit this week. Like, you may find that you're thinking about them a little more frequently, or, you're like, I'm not happy in the current moment. And maybe that's why you're thinking of them. There may even be a situation that comes up for you this week where you're really feeling down and you're really wanting to reach out to this person, but you also are holding back from doing so. It's like you're fighting that urge. With the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups, you could also feel like you are not happy in the current moment, but there could be something here that you feel very restricted by. Whether it's, I don't feel safe enough to open up to this person, or I made a promise to myself that I'm not going to speak to this person, right? There's something here that's causing you to feel restricted. And yes, for some of you, it could be you are thinking of your decision, not necessarily in a way where you feel like you've made the wrong decision, but it's how you're feeling in the current moment, right? So whether it's impulse emotion, whether it's genuinely just feeling very hurt, right? It's like sometimes your brain can kind of gear you towards different directions if you're feeling very sad or lonely or just extremely upset. And I do sense that in your emotions here. We have the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant. So you feel like this is a connection that would have made you very happy. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. It's like you're taking your lessons and you're wanting to move forward. And especially with the Nine of Cups, I feel like you are acknowledging that it's time to turn inward or focus on yourself and pour into your own cup here. But a commitment is still on your mind. So for some of you, the reason why it's very difficult to detach is you could have been in a higher level of commitment with this person in the past, where it feels difficult or almost, nearly impossible to detach. Which it's not impossible, but I do see how difficult it feels for you in your feelings here. There's something here that wasn't making you happy, but it also means a lot to you. The Hierophant, it could also just touch on morals and values. So there may have been a big difference between the both of you and you feel like it was some sort of a deal breaker. Okay. Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. Hmm. You have someone who's really hoping that there could be a positive turn of events here. And by positive turn of events, they are thinking about a commitment. And I feel like this is someone who feels they have left what feels like home behind. It's like, walking away or detaching from a situation, but still being very focused on it, still feeling like, did I make the right decision? And if I did, why am I still thinking about the past here? So they're trying to manifest, a new beginning here. But I'm specifically getting with these two cards coming up in the challenge position that this is someone who feels like they let go of something that felt very sincere. And that may be something that's actually, resurfacing for them this week, or it could be something they were running from in the past, but it's hitting them all at once this week, is what I see. I also feel like this could be someone who feels they have lied to you or manipulated the situation in one way or another. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Yeah. You're definitely still very much on their mind. This is someone who is really wanting to heal a situation with you, but they just feel like you are too far gone in terms of you've made your decision, and there's no way that you're going to, speak to them, or there's no way that even if you speak to them, you're going to view them in the same light here. They're feeling very hopeless, but they're trying to be optimistic. So it's almost like, two very different emotions that I'm sensing here in their feelings. What else do we have? Yeah. Lovers and I feel like this person is definitely keeping tabs on you. I feel like they're definitely spying on you. There may be something that is visible to you that this person is kind of using as a distraction, whether that be, dabbling in other connections, whether that be just going out more, right? There's something here that they're doing to almost like distract themselves from the pain that they feel. But they're still very concerned about you, or they're still they're still keeping tabs on you. It's not like they are just moving away and not looking back. And I was sensing that strongly with the Ten of Pentacles energy as well. This person could feel like they made some sort of an impulsive decision as well, like something that they were kind of feeling in the moment, but they weren't thinking about how it would impact them later on. You guys may have mutual friends, and this person could be asking about you as well. Okay. So the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Pentacles in the potential outcome. Okay. Emperor and interesting. I feel like this person wants to come around to open up to you emotionally. I also feel like as much as this person wants to open up to you emotionally, there may be something here they also want to just own up to or come clean about, because it's like they want to take accountability is what I see in the potential outcome. They feel like that may be the only way that you guys could have some sort of a new beginning here. But I also feel that this person wants to open up emotionally and maybe let you know how much this is impacting them. Because something that's coming up persistently is they genuinely feel like they left behind someone that means a lot to them, or they gave up on a situation and now they see the value of the relationship, of the partnership, that sort of thing. So I feel like that's their reasoning for, wanting to come back around here. But I'm also getting a strong energy of someone who wants to like take accountability or own up to something, show you that they're able to, like follow through on something they said, or just they could feel like your perspective on them is, you're viewing them as someone who's not able to take accountability or own up to something, and they're wanting to change that. So let's see what they want to communicate here. I can't stop thinking about you. So you're definitely weighing very heavily on this person's mind. And there's also something very special about you with that star card and their feelings as well, right? Not just the fact that they feel this partnership feels like home, but they could feel like you possess very unique qualities, or there's something very rare about your presence that feels very rare about your presence. We have, I wish I could be fully honest with you. So there could be something here that they were hiding from you in the past. I did mention that in the challenge position, they could be acknowledging, some sort of emotional manipulation or trying to manipulate the situation to kind of work out in their way. It says they have hurt me. So there may have been another person in this situation. It could be that I was saying this person could be, doing things or involving themselves in situations to kind of distract them from what's going on here. They could feel like they are being hurt or receiving some sort of karma. Wow, it says, don't put up with my BS. So this may be someone who is fully aware of what they've put you through, or better yet, it could be someone who feels you're not going to speak to them, because on the flip side, the guilt could be telling them, what if someone did that to me? Would I, speak to them? Because sometimes, people project their guilt without knowing it. So let's see, let's close this reading with some angel answers. Is there anything that Leo needs to hear in the current moment? Okay, guys, so we have two cards. We have big happy changes and improving health. So for some of you, if it's not about a health issue, it could just be that you feel like you have kind of been through the ringer when it comes to this connection. So I do see you feeling a lot lighter mentally and emotionally here. But I also want to acknowledge that, in your feelings, it is a pretty heavy energy. So, I do see that this is very difficult for you, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. I just feel like this could be a week where you're feeling your emotions a lot more intensely. I was sensing that, and we have big happy changes. I feel like this could be a new beginning or a new opportunity for you, but I also just see you going through a very tough period, but it ends up getting a lot better for you. So you're going to start feeling like yourself again. Or if this is a week where you're really feeling under the weather or crummy, I do see that changing. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.